Hi, it's Melinda. I'm coming to you in May, and this is Lyme Disease Awareness Month. So I just wanted to give you a brief bit of information about Lyme disease. One, it is it can be debilitating for somebody. You can be head to toe, look like you are the healthiest person around, and be feeling miserable inside. Symptoms include brain fog, being tired, nervousness, mental issues you might have, almost like you're being bipolar, and it's all because of your Lyme disease. Or you might be diagnosed with dementia, Parkinson's disease, MS, fibromyalgia, let's see, chronic fatigue syndrome. The list is going on and on. There's just a multitude of other diseases that are labeled as Lyme disease until you find out that you do have it. It can be a really big roller coaster ride. And once you get it, you might find out you have co-infections. Co-infections are another thing. Your world is just topsy-turvy. I'm lucky I am no longer, I don't want to call it bedridden. I was on the couch for a long time. Let's say a good 4-6 months. I had vertigo really bad. I have chronic migraines, but vertigo is better. Everything got better after I had gotten a infusion of antibiotics. Oh, yeah, I mentioned antibiotics. I did, I know. Well, if you catch it quickly, it can show a big improvement. And it did, because I didn't need the cane anymore. My energy came back. I had an IV there for about 10 days, but that doesn't cut it. There is more. I think I have more of a later, because now I found out I've had it 10 years and longer. So there needs to be something else. I'm on the herbals right now, but I can't afford them, so I'm kind of not doing them right now until I can afford it. And so I'm just right now praying. So again, there's forgetfulness. I might have, you might have of course, forget the words. So I know what I want to say. I'm just not saying it very well. There is the vertigo, there's migraines, there's headaches, there is muscle weakness. You might not be able to feed yourself. You might have this buzzing, burning, tingling, almost like you have a sunburn or a bad rug burn over your body and or over different parts. Like I said, maybe you feel like your foot fell asleep or your arm fell asleep. I have numbness, tingling, feel like ants or something's crawling under my skin. Restless Leg syndrome. There's just a variety. I have a hard time. I'm a hugger, so I like to give hugs, but I like them back. And sometimes it feels like you're hurting me. My skin hurts. I bruise a lot easier now. Sounds bother me a lot more now, and it's stolen or trying to steal a lot of my life that I was just trying to get back. And so it's made me plan some things, and not that I'm saying I'm doing anything or going anywhere. I don't have any diagnosis of that. But there is a chance. Lyme disease patients sometimes do have heart issues, and they have stroke, they have heart attacks, and it's just labeled as a heart attack or stroke. And to find out that they had Lyme disease, which Lyme, these little spirochete guys attack everything. They are not prejudiced, whether it's your liver or your spleen or your thyroid. They will attack everything. Your eyes, your collagen, your brain, different membranes of your body. They don't care. And so now I know I can't give blood. Lyme is transferred, or there are studies that say that Lyme is transferred from the placenta, from the mother to the placenta, the baby. Also that there's studies now showing that it could be sexually transmitted as well. And won't my ex love to hear that? I'm sorry. Anyway, that there are, I digress here. There are, I don't mean to make light of any of this. If I didn't laugh, I would cry. And I'm done with crying. I don't want to cry anymore. And I just want to try to make the best of what time I have. And it could be a year, it could be 20 years, I don't know. It's whatever the Lord sees fit. But during this time, I want to bring awareness to this, to not just this disease, but any disease for chronic illnesses. I don't look sick. I know I don't. But I feel miserable. I'm tired. I've kind of secluded myself a little bit. I'm too tired to go out. Going out drains me so much that even Mr. Awesome, Terry, is just wonderful about it, but he knows I'm tired. After I come home from work, I need to sleep. I've been trying to do more because I love gardening, and I got the garden going on, and yeah, I said I'm not going to cry. But anyway, I wanted to spread awareness, let you know that it's not just ticks, it's spiders. Now they're showing that it's also, other vectors with the spiders, mosquitoes, and other flying, biting insects. So wear your insecticide, make sure you are, do a tick check. You don't necessarily have to have a bite. A bullseye rash. You might feel flu-like. You might be the only person that had the flu in the house, and that's what happened to me. And they thought it was MRSA that I had, and I know when I went in the first time, they said, oh, it's just a spider bite, and they blew it off. Well, now it's, 3 more times. I know I've gotten bit as late as December of last year again. I know, like I'm a magnet. And I did talk to somebody, and somebody did say that there are, again, studies coming out saying that there's some sort of pheromone going on with these insects in your body, sending out signals to other bugs. Yeah, it's not pretty. I'm not really thrilled or excited about this. Again, I have to laugh, otherwise I'd cry. There's so many different new things. The kids get a kick out of listening to me talk because sometimes not the stuttering so much, but just trying to remember words, things that I say. It's more than old age. I know what it is. And we always like, oh, mom's having a Lyme moment. Yeah, it's my Lyme. I know what it is. It's sad in a way. Suicide is high with Lyme patients. There is hypersensitivities. There are just feeling hopeless because you're going from doctor to doctor and you're not getting a cure. You're not finding out what's wrong with you. And even though they might tell you what's wrong with you, they still kind of just blow you off and throw you to another doctor. And it's really frustrating. And it's really gotten to the point where it's like something has to be done. And a lot of physicians, I'm afraid, are afraid of standing up. In our medical community, we've gone to where they will just give you a box of prescriptions, start signing off on prescriptions. Well, you have this, we'll go ahead and give you this. Well, that, you need to counteract this and that and the other. And even though none of those are going to help you, at least in my case, a lot of those pills didn't help. And most of you know me and know that I'm just like an herbal girl anyway. So, while you're outdoors, even when you're indoors, do a tick check. If anything looks odd, if you get a fever, flu-like symptoms, go to the ER. If you have any other questions about Lyme disease, the symptoms, or anything like that, please don't hesitate to drop me a line. I'm happy to talk to you and any way best I can. And don't ignore the symptoms. If you have other symptoms like other diagnosis, don't be afraid to question your doctor. Ask for an IGeneX test for a Western blot. Don't be afraid to ask, hey, I'm not buying what you're telling me. I don't feel right. I don't feel, even after this medication, I still don't feel right. Tell your doctor, please, even if it's not a Lyme thing. If it's something else you're suffering from, don't be afraid. You only have one advocate, and that's you. No one else is going to stand up for you if you don't have like another caregiver or mate. You have to take matters into your own hands sometimes. And I know it can be a little scary, but don't be afraid to. This is your life, not somebody else's. This is yours, and you are important. Don't forget that. You had a great day.